Yo. What the fuck is up, y'all? This is your boy. I'm back in the building once again, everywhere, here with your mama. It's your boy, Rex motherfucking McKinnis, with my homeboy.
That's motherfucking hazing.
And
this is crazy, man. This is crazy.
What's going on?
We got a special person.
We got a fucking crazy entity in the building. A good long-term friend that I would definitely say is a good person, a good spirit. He is not just, I don't want to put him just in a class of just an R&B singer. I want to put him in a class of everything. This man is doing so much right now, and you will catch him. I'm telling you, this guy's going to be fucking big. This is the homie, motherfucking Justo. What the fuck is good, bro?
What up? I'm cool, and I'm down here visiting my family for the holidays. So,
hey, that's always
and this is
the holiday season, so we had to give you that bottle of Ciroc.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Diddy. We need you.
We gonna be all right.
Yeah, we gonna be good. How was the holidays for you and your family though?
Holidays was lit, yo. Every time I come down, like, it's pretty much I get to see just the progress of my, my hometown. Cause I mean, it's like I come back and forth, throughout years, but I guess I miss like all the big shit. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah, man. Fuck.
Yeah, that's right. You was cussing all the whole time.
Yeah.
If you see the podcast, we was rolling.
Right.
Homeboy was over here like. Yeah.
Fucking dead.
How did you get your inspiration?
Yeah, man. Exactly.
I was like, bro, you awake? Ask me the fucking question.
I go there.
Man. Say whatever the hell you want. But yeah, no, you said like the progress, like
and just seeing all the shit they keep on building, even though like Woodbridge is clearly overcrowded, but
even our crime rate has begun to rise.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of friends last year. RIP them. We don't want to focus on that, but yeah, that's what happens when more people move.
Driving up here, I saw 4 cars with busted taillights and headlights, all on one road.
That should tell you something.
Yeah, you
already know.
Here. I mean, that just go to tell you that I don't care what nobody. Look, people from DC and Maryland always complain about Virginia. I ain't gonna lie. I am with y'all. I believe I'm the only nigga in Virginia that can drive.
I believe it too.
I can drive. I can vouch for myself. I can drive. Like I've never been in any crashes.
But I ain't gonna lie. I be peeping how some of these people move on 95. I'm like, young. Who?
Like when you put your turn signal on, but a motherfucker speeds up.
Nah,
son,
bro,
tell me. I know all y'all been
clearly ending, but they just keep racing your ass, and you like, bitch, bitch.
Yo,
you had the blink on when you
it's ridiculous, yo, and it's been like that even since when I first got my license. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? Because the main thing about driving out here, you ain't gotta worry about yourself. You gotta worry about these
other people. Yep.
Yeah.
I drive mad cautious.
Yeah.
Just like I'm always looking.
Right.
I have to look like
this
it's a carjacker.
Borderline's old woman getting hit by a truck.
I say what you're doing is more cautious than any fucking thing else, bro. Because sometimes I drive like an old woman. You can suck my dick. I will drive like an old woman, bro.
I pay for that car
Ain't
myself.
nobody got time to be filling out accident reports and all that and shit.
I ain't got time for none of that shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, so you said more people are moving. So I got a list of fucking questions that I do want to ask you. So we're gonna go right into it, my nigga.
Let's get into the main question, like, that you brought that up. Like, where are you from? You said that you don't come here often. And a lot of people that we interviewed, they're mainly from Woodbridge.
Let them know, Jeff.
I'm from Dale City, Virginia. It's like, Lindendale. We used to call it L Block.
L Block. Oh, wow.
L Block.
L Block.
But I'm from the area though. I grew up. What was I telling? Vass.
Yeah.
I was telling Vass earlier. I grew up right up the street on Cambridge Drive.
Oh wow.
Right across from Woodbridge High. Then later on, I went to Antietam. I went to Lake Ridge Elementary. I went to Lake Ridge Middle, and then I moved. Then I moved over to the dark side, Dale City. And that's when I went
to dark side.
I went to Bevel, and then I went to Hilton.
Your life has changed.
It is crazy.
I went to Hilton. Then I will say my last year of high school. That's when I unfortunately, I moved from all my friends, and then I had to graduate in Stafford at Brook Point.
Oh,
yeah, that was like anybody.
That's the dark side, bro. Like
that was the whack ass side. I could not stand that
that's
school.
like
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I met a lot of cool people there at the same time. There was a select few people that I really fuck with, but I hate Stafford though. I hate Stafford.
Man.
I hate Stafford first, bro. I'm sorry. I
hate you too.
You know, unless you know, like, you know, that I fuck with you and you from there, but like other than that, you know, like I could not stand it down there.
Most definitely.
I ain't going.
So, okay.
I was mainly talking about like how you took the trip up to like New York. And you
that
like,
was
made that decision.
yeah.
Oh,
that was
fault.
my question. My question was, you left this area, and as much as you fuck with it, what was your decision to leave this area?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, just it got old quick, and it started to get. I felt my life getting repetitive, yo. Like once you ever seen that episode of SpongeBob when Squidward moved to the town that all the other squids live in?
They have it.
That's how I felt, yo. That's how I felt. You know, that's how I felt. So
SpongeBob reference, my nigga. Yo. So if you don't have at least one SpongeBob reference, you need to get the fuck out.
SpongeBob.
I don't trust you from our generation. I don't even trust you a person if you don't have a SpongeBob.
Yeah,
yo, for real.
I won't invite you into a party if you don't know.
Yo,
at least
SpongeBob is life, yo.
Yeah,
like literally.
Yeah,
literally,
bro. Love it, son.
So yeah, I'm from there. Yeah, I moved up to New York. I literally took my last check at my job. I was working at Godwin Middle as a paraprofessional.
That's where I went to.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's not even Godwin no more.
Oh yeah, no, they changed the name.
It's not even Godwin no more. Yeah,
because the Godwin guy was racist. He was an asshole.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That little mascot. Every time I would look at him, I would be like,
"Some ain't right."
The governor,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I went there. I didn't question that shit.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
You went there?
I went there. Yeah.
I went there too.
Are you serious?
I was only there in like 8th grade.
Okay, I'm about to say. I was like, I probably subbed for you, and then you did.
You might have. Like, I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah, yo. So I moved. I took my last check and I moved up to New York.
That's what's
I got a job while I was up there, and crashed at a friend's crib for a while, yo. And shout outs to Brooklyn Medina. So yeah, and I've been up there for 3 years now.
It hasn't even felt like it's.
It's crazy. New York is one of them cities where, it feels like a month has went by, but it's really been a damn year.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
No,
wow.
New York is crazy.
Honestly, in New York, don't get me wrong, you're pressed for time a lot, but at the same time, you have to somehow try to figure out how to not get too attached to that time shit because, you're gonna be mad every day.
Oh yeah, it's a man-made concept. People forget that it's a man-made concept.
You're gonna be mad every day if you focus on time in New York. Yep. I mean, sometimes it gets to the point where I'm just like, yo, I'm late again. Well, I guess this is just me. I can't help it. It's in my DNA.
Yeah, bro. Shit. Fuck it, bro. So why New York? Why New York? Why not like California or Atlanta or anything like that?
Well, don't get me wrong. Like everybody got their, I do music, and I tell people all the time, the holy trinity of the music industry is New York, LA, ATL. Straight up. Like nobody cannot deny that. Mm-hmm. So I mean, but for me, I also wanted to be around, all the resources up there. Yeah. Like, I said, like, fuck trying to send emails out to different places. I want to be there in the same city so I can just pop up on their ass,
Just drop down the street.
Yeah, and it's easier. It's easier to run into more people who work there, or to go to different functions and shit of people who are in that, that network of people. But I would say my main reason I moved to New York was a place that I wanted to move there since I was a kid. Word. My first time seeing Home Alone 2, I swear to God. It was Home Alone 2 I swear to God. When I saw Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, I was like, I want to be lost in New York.
There. Damn, that's lit.
Yeah, yo, and when I was younger, I was obsessed with the Twin Towers. I used to draw them all the time.
Wow.
I used to draw the New York city skyline all the time, and so now that I'm up there, it's my playground.
That's what's up, bro.
Awesome.
It's my playground.
Was it hard, like, adjusting or anything once you got up there, or was it like an easy shift? You know, everybody says traveling is different. You know,
Yeah.
the biggest curve.
For me, it was probably hard. Like the first, maybe fuck that. It was probably hard. Maybe the first month. After that, cause my mom was up there. Way before I moved up there. My mom was always there.
Thing. That's always a good thing.
And so when I got up there, pretty much it's like this. New York is like a raging river, and you just gotta find that one opening and that one little spot that you could fit in, and you just jump in that shit and go with the flow, yo.
That's a great analogy, though.
And yeah, and pretty much when I got up there, I had my first job up there. I was hanging out till 5, 4 in the morning, yo, and then waking up and going to work at 9.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I was like literally, I was on some hippie shit for real.
Yeah. That's how it is, especially when you first get out there. So with that, what are the pros and the cons about New York?
Rex, can you talk closer to the mic?
Yeah. Am I too far?
Yeah, you gotta literally.
What the fuck is up? Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, what are the pros and the cons about New York?
Okay, I'll give you 3 pros.
Okay.
3 pros is should be open late.
Shit. What about the ABC store? How late are they?
I don't know.
They don't even close.
I know they're open later than 9,
I think I done been to ABC stores at 3, 4 in the morning.
Oh,
so,
Jesus.
Yeah. I don't know if maybe they were just pressing their luck and just trying to get them extra dollars, because you know how agents, they when they know when it's time to make money, it's time to make money.
Fuck
so
yeah. Hell yeah.
They'll stay open for them last 5 people.
Yeah, they will. They need cash.
Everything's open late, and then for me, you ain't got to drive, which
You don't have to drive in this place? What a magical assistance.
Metro is the best way to go. That Uber and like Metro and shit like that.
To be honest, you don't have to drive, and then you can. The last thing I would say is you can feel the ambition in the air, and it pushes you. Like even when you first step foot in that city, you see everybody like getting it. Like, dang, all right, everybody's on their hustle. All right, well let me stay on my P's and Q's. Let me for real. And it's consistently motivating. That's one thing that I would really be eager to hear if somebody says New York never motivated them or inspired them in any way. Like that would be weird if somebody to say. I would look at you like, what? But yeah, those main 3 things. The cons.
Here we go.
All right.
Break it down, bro.
MTA. Y'all be fucking up, young.
MTA? What's that?
MTA.
Please explain for the people that don't know what that is.
MTA is the Metro. Metro Transit Authority, yo. Get on y'all shit, because y'all want to raise prices and all that, but trains still be delayed every day.
That's terrible, bro. That's fucking
What's
terrible.
up? It's like I'm
I'm trying to be on time. Shit,
I'm bullshit like in DC.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. Hell yeah. They raised the prices like a motherfucker.
But the thing about DC, at least, DC is they want to raise prices, and it's already expensive as fuck to use that shit anyway, which is even more weird. So y'all get on y'all shit too.
Right. Don't get me started on that. What's the other 2 cons? What's the other 2
cons? I guess waving out the fishes from the sharks.
We talked about that. Yeah, me and you talked about that one time. We talked about that on the phone. Yeah.
Over my head.
No, it's not, nigga. It's just cutting the people, cutting the people off that don't need to be.
The shit from the wolves.
Exactly.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Fishes and sharks in New York.
Nah, that's
That's a con.
No, that's a pro. No, that's a con.
That's a con.
Like you got to make sure. He's just pretty much saying that, like, that's anywhere, but in New York, it's like like I said, it's a given. When you go out there, it's nonstop. So you meet so many people more frequently than you here because it's all spread out here. New York is congested. So you want to make sure that, like, especially with because hip hop started in fucking New York, you know, and you want to make sure that you're in the right lane, and then you have to make sure you have those right people in your lane. Because I wouldn't say that it's easier to attain what you're looking for out there, but it is because it's not opportunities out here. So,
exactly. Exactly. And I would say that. But I mean, at the same time, even though you gotta be on your P's and Q's, and you gotta find out, like, all right, who really fucking with me, or who just here because I might contribute to their success in some way, you know. But at the same time, that's easy to do, though. That's easy to do. And then the last one, let me see. I would say, damn. Maybe.
Is that good?
Yeah. Well, no. It is.
Hold on.
Fuck no.
Is this magical?
You said what?
Winters.
It'd be cold as shit down here.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Let me see. Probably.
Yeah, but you don't. No, most people don't just like walk around town down here.
You're right. You're right.
Between those towers, it's.
You know what?
Warm, and then out of
that might be another con.
Yeah.
That I would say
snow gets crazy.
I would say that's the con, is waiting for transportation up there.
Oh my god.
Because one thing that I had to explain to one of my friends who's from New York that's up there is that I was never used to waiting in the cold for the train or the bus, out here we go out, warm that car up, go back in the house. All right, 5-10 minutes. All right, bet I'm out. But up there you just like, it should be coming any minute now.
Fuck that shit, bro.
3 hours later. Yep. Any minute now. So yeah.
Take the bus. I know exactly how you
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. So I mean that might be another one. But of course there's other way more pros and cons. But like those are like the main.
Yeah, the main ones.
Look, them the ones I can think of right now.
Off the top. Yeah, off the top. Okay.
Yep.
So my next question is: since you've been in New York, what have you accomplished thus far? Because you have made a lot of accomplishments, my G's. Let them know, like, shows, stuff like that. Like, because you're out a lot from what I see on your Instagram. Follow this nigga on Instagram, bro. Justo. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, what have you accomplished thus far, my brother?
I've literally, let me see.
That last show, the Vice show.
Yeah, that was Vice sponsored.
You went to a Vice?
Oh, no, it was sponsored by Vice, my nigga.
They sponsored it. Shout outs to Vice.
Shout outs to Vice. One day.
One day we'll be as big as you.
One day we'll have clout.
Let me see. I really I networked my ass off. I've pretty much I've met everybody that almost just about everybody that I've needed to meet. Like, I've met all the poppin' ass photographers. I've met all the poppin' ass videographers. I've met all the Instagram, Tumblr famous people, and I met them and I'm cool with all of them, I'm cool with them. And then my book, getting booked for shows, like I'm gonna be honest, like down here I didn't get booked like that. I just didn't. Like people knew, what I was doing and everything, but I don't know. I don't know what was going on. But when I got up there, like, I booked my first show within like the first month of me moving up there.
Damn.
And other things I've accomplished is I guess building my brand as an artist.
That's important. That's important.
Yeah, and just and raising my awareness, of people who know my name, and like what I do. And let me see. Another thing I accomplished up there was I learned how to bounce the fuck back, from like almost just about anything,
That's
like,
strong.
Cause
that's strong.
I didn't up there, it wasn't. I
mean, it's not easy, right?
I don't get me wrong. Like I'm doing good. I'm not doing bad at all. But like, it wasn't no cakewalk of getting to that shit. I done been through the whole shit, broke thing, you know. I done been through the whole homeless shit, like, shit got real as fuck. I done been through the whole, like, you know, people switching up on me at, like, out of nowhere, you know. And, and from being up there, I know for a fact, for some reason, I just don't think I would have learned that down here. I just don't. But being up there, one thing I accomplished is to literally bounce the fuck back from anything, yo. Because
you gotta get up.
One thing about New York is you literally don't even have time to worry about shit. You don't. Because whatever happens, you have to figure that shit out within the next couple hours. If not, then shit is going to go even more down the drain.
Yeah.
So,
do you think, because you said like you weren't getting shows down here as much, do you think it's the massive population and just the nightclub life of a city like New York in general that makes it easier, where here you have like 2 cities and then everyone goes back to the suburbs with their families and has to be like, I'm not doing all
That's
that.
a great question.
And then you said you have no time in New York to just drill over a failure or something, because you have all these opportunities.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of clubs you can hit up to try and do something.
Yeah.
It's like a coffee shop.
Exactly.
So you don't have that opportunity. Is that what makes it easier to get out of rough patches in New York than, say, a place like the DMV or something?
That's a great question, bro.
Yeah, that's one aspect of it. But I guess like another thing that I guess being down here, I don't know. Sometimes I would feel that people really didn't understand what I wanted to do, at least sonically with my music. And I don't know. People up there are just a little bit more open, accepting the fact that you're an artist and like, oh, okay, and you move from this place to here. Okay, so tell me, where's your next show, or do you have music online? Versus down here, it was more, oh, you're an artist.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, well, keep it up.
Keep doing your thing.
You never know. Like, you know.
Makes the YouTube video.
That's exactly the culture. So, along with Aaron's question, I didn't know whether or not it was like moving to the city. Like, you made it sound like it was moving there that gave you the opportunity, but it also seems like it was the ambition. Like, it was being around a higher drive that made it work for you. Because there's a lot of opportunities out here, but it's more like, damn, I gotta drive all the way there. Damn, I gotta be all the way here. Everybody gotta drive, and it's like it seems more like once you had that ambition in the air, it kind of hits you more.
Yo, and I mean, I guess like up there is just, I mean, not to look at everything as competition, but it's just you see so many other artists that are and honestly, I mean, I love it when artists, if you make me think to myself, damn, I need to step my shit up. Then, you know, and
friendly competition.
Yo. So like, that's another thing, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Down here, we have like, so I was telling Vass earlier, like we have so many talented people down here.
Oh hell yeah,
we have so many.
And it just goes to waste most of the time.
And
it's sad.
And I will say, like, it gets overshadowed by, you know, the D and the M of the DMV.
Ooh, I got some questions for you about that. Keep going.
Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, people show VA love. I mean, the whole DMV show VA love, like, I guess, sometimes. I don't know. I really, like,
Nah, niggas be lying. They be like, I'm not from VA. They real life be down here going to school here, been raised here the whole life. And they'll be like, I'm from Maryland or I'm from DC just to escape like that backlash that comes from being from VA, because they'll support you more if you're from DC, they'll support you more if you're from Maryland. For some odd reason, that's just how it is. So niggas will totally disregard their background. And I've seen it with a lot of big artists. Like, they have family that's all like just at 30 minutes away, Manassas. And they'll be like, nah, I live in DC, you know, that's where I stay, that's where all my niggas is. I'm like,
bruh.
Bruh. And they're big name artists. Like, if I drop the names, you'd be like, wow. But we don't gotta call them out yet.
No, we gotta do all that.
We say
we gotta do all that.
I ain't gonna call nobody out.
I'm gonna call them out once they in that.
He gonna call them out
because they need it.
They
need it. My friends going to school with you and shit, and you lying to the world.
Lying like shit.
What's the point? What's the fucking problem?
Yeah, one thing it's like at the end of the day, you know, Don't get me wrong. Definitely feel at home in New York, but at the same time, I never forget my roots, yo. You know, I quick tell people I'm from Woodbridge, Virginia. I'm from Woodbridge, Virginia. I'm from, you know, I grew up between here, and then a lot of my family's from Alexandria and Arlington.
Hey.
You know, so
That's what we are today.
yeah. So yep. So but yeah, no, I still got love for my hometown. Though,
okay.
Always.
So that was my question to you, because I wanted to say, like, how do you feel about this whole DMV thing? Because you know, I follow you on pretty much like every social media. You still use the lingo very often,
yeah.
and you do laugh
Like
at a lot of like shit. Go ahead, like you laugh at a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But why do you feel it's such a disconnect in the DMV?
I literally don't know, and then maybe because just due to the fact that we are technically Virginia, the Commonwealth, part. I mean, if
every country bumpkin as fuck.
If that matters to, you know, to the rest of the DMV, but you know, however, I've always thought that, you know, Northern Virginia and Central to Southern Virginia, like there's
two different.
It's two
not,
different
not
places.
too. I mean, I ain't
It's
gonna give
bruh.
it totally different, but
it's
Bro,
different,
the color spectrum
bruh.
changes, the way they talk changes, the way they act changes. There's just you just see one color when you move down from the northern part.
I feel you. I feel
here
you.
We're like a melt. You got every single race from every single part of the world here.
Virginia
But I
Beach
tell you,
goes a melting
7-5.
pot.
I'll say 7-5. You know,
Virginia Beach is popping.
we're Pharrell from and shit like that. All that area, I can tell they got it's definitely like a diverse,
I
like,
love
you know,
it out there.
there's mad Filipinos out there too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is.
But I really don't know. I really can't put my finger on it. But one thing I will say is that, you know, I know some people say like, oh man, I don't even fuck with that whole DMV shit, man. You know, Virginia just Virginia. I'm gonna have to beg to differ, because I'm not gonna sit here and act like, all right, in Northern Virginia, like we don't listen to Go-Go too.
Like
that
shit.
We ain't obsessed with mumbo sauce.
Like
that we don't
shit.
use the same lingo.
Like
And the fact
shit.
that, you know, even if it is DC and Maryland that came up with this whole culture, the fact that it expanded down to Northern Virginia, that's how strong your force was, that you pretty much like you expanded and you made DC even bigger than what it was, you know. So yeah, that's how I look at it.
That's good.
But
bro.
I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I think it's probably going to be that one artist that really, really breaks that barrier.
They need to.
It's
bro.
gonna be it's gonna be one or two that breaks that barrier, and then, I mean, it sucks that we have to wait for that to happen.
Yeah. Yep.
But I really think it's gonna come a time where, like, you know, they'll catch on.
Yeah.
They'll catch on.
Definitely. And that's probably one of the reasons why, like, I believe the area isn't prospering, because it's a lot of disconnect. And it's like, it's like if you're from Virginia, you go out DC and you tell them you from Virginia, they're like, oh, you weak. Like, they automatically just equate with you being soft. And you're like, how does that even measure together? Like, just because I'm from Virginia, that makes no sense.
Our murder rate is a little bit lower because people don't go outside as much.
It's like, bro, that shit is
Our murder rate
wild.
higher because everybody from DC come down here. Murder people from Virginia.
See, that's a question I wanted to ask you too. Because the last time me and him hung out, it was something that blew the shit out of me. We went to a Jamaican spot, if you remember. It was nothing but white people in there. So my question to you is between DC and shout out to the white people in here because they cool as shit. So we ask these questions all the time. But how do you feel? And I need you to keep it all the way. I need you to keep it all the way funky, my brother. How do you feel about gentrification between DC to New York? Like, not even just DC to New York, but how do you feel about gentrification in general?
Gentrification.
He took everything off. Like, he gotta let you know.
Gentrification can kiss my ass. Like, it's like this. Let me see. At the end of the day, put it like this: I don't fuck with people moving to an area and saying, I live here now, and the things this part of this area that does that or does this, it's bothering me, or I can't sleep at night, or I don't, you know, it's like, don't move to no area if you're not going to contribute and adapt to the culture.
Exactly.
I hate my neighborhood
exactly,
watch. Fucking, that's the same, bruh. The neighborhood watch says the exact
Woodbridge.
same. There's always that one person.
Woodbridge, known for house parties, yo.
Yep.
House parties, house kickbacks. Let us do our thing.
Like shit.
Let us do our thing, yo. Like, you know, stop with the whole complaining and in the stores and all that. I mean, at least in New York, what I know is like, I know one time I seen a Yelp review that they was complaining about the cat in the bodega. Like,
my nigga,
that's part of that.
My nigga.
Everybody know the cat is supposed to be in
that cat
story.
Not in a bodega. It's not a bodega, my
It's
nigga.
not.
Like,
It's something wrong with it.
The first time I found out what a bodega was, it was a fucking cat.
Right, exactly. Right.
Like, what you mean?
Don't come to bodega complaining, bro, because they got everything you need low key, bro.
Right, like-
and if there's not a cat in there,
Bro,
the
there's
essence is
rats.
gone.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Get rid of the rats. Don't have no
Yeah,
rats.
look-
Just
yeah.
don't have no rats running the thing.
Yeah.
The cat makes sure there's no rats.
Exactly.
Rats.
Exactly.
You know, them rats, they might, the biggest them rats is they might fight the cat.
Like shit. Like, hey, fam, fall back, bro.
Huh?
Because the squirrels in these.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know,
I done seen
son,
rats
bro.
big as squirrels.
Oh,
Bro, get the fuck
no,
out of here,
son.
bro.
I've definitely seen rats
Oh,
big as squirrels.
puppy, bro.
No, bro.
I didn't see the rats
Nice
up
boy.
there have
Yeah.
evolved, yo.
see
Like, they
black
know how to
girl?
hop.
Nah,
That's just a
nigga.
raccoon, bro.
Oh nah, bro. I seen the joke. I know everybody seen the joke where the rat he was dragging the pizza. I was like, son.
Yeah, I done seen that plenty of times.
That's
yo.
What? Nigga, you
Dragging
talking like
pizza
that's
crust.
normal? Yeah, I see that every day.
They got
That's
Teenage
nothing.
Mutant Turtles everywhere. They got
Yeah.
Plastic Splinters everywhere.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
shit.
Have
I
you
don't-
seen the documentary Rat?
No, nigga.
Wait, there's a documentary called Rats.
Or Rats or something like yeah, it's by Morgan Spurlock, the guy who did Super Size Me and all those other.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he went to New York and all other kind of cities and stuff, but mainly New York, and just showing the rat population. And literally, the second people will go and put their trash out to the curb, you just watch all the rats.
Yo,
crawl
when I
out the
see that,
streets
I start trembling. Like, oh,
and just
shit.
Yeah,
die.
dude, that's
So,
that's crazy.
If you don't like rats, don't watch the documentary.
Yeah.
But it will probably scare the shit out of you.
That's
about living in a
crazy.
city.
Rats wouldn't be so bad. I just hate their tails. So their tails is the thing.
That's
that
what my
freak me out.
mom said. She's like,
So they were like
okay.
hamsters, just roaming around.
I had a guinea pig, my nigga. So how do you?
Well, I
You'd be
mean,
like, look at that.
They don't have a
shit,
tail.
son
they're
of
like
a bitch.
cousins of rats, and they have a fluffy tail, so we love them.
They are.
And they're like
Yeah, they are.
fucking herbivores.
Squirrels?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They even
That's
carry
facts, man.
they even carry bubonic plague still in like the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
If you go out there, you have a chance of catching the bubonic plague because the squirrels have them on the fleas that they're around. So people that move out there, they are warned.
Oh damn.
Yeah, bro. That's facts, man.
That's
They're
wild
just
shit.
mainly, herbivores for the
Herbivores.
most part.
Was it called the black plague or
But-
what was it called?
Was the
Who, rats?
Yeah.
No, the bubonic.
Oh, the bubonic plague.
What's
Yeah,
it called? The
yeah,
Black
yeah.
Death? I don't
Black Death, something like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, bro. That's facts, bro. That's facts, bro. That's crazy,
More
son.
negative.
Yeah, but no. Go back to what we were originally talking about with the gentrification. I think that like you stated, because I've seen some articles where they said they were complaining about people banging on buckets in DC. I'm like, how the fuck you gonna complain about? Like that's what they do. That's the essence of what go-go
Wait,
is.
where
bro.
are they from? How do you complain about banging on?
Right?
buckets?
Like I'm like, motherfucker. Like how?
If I
son?
don't go to
First of
DC
all,
and I don't
Move
see that,
back
I'm not happy.
to Illinois or Ohio
Or wherever the fuck you came from. Like,
or Minnesota.
Like
Like,
from Illinois, you don't see bing. Ain't that Chicago? Like get
Yeah.
the
How
fuck
did you
out of
both
here.
mispronounce it?
What?
You don't say the S.
what?
It's Illinois. You don't say the S.
Nah,
You don't know nobody know that. Nobody know that.
Fiasco.
Okay.
Pronounces the S. Lupe been from Chicago, bro.
Yeah,
He
right.
pronounces the S.
Pronounce it doesn't mean it's right.
That
Still
gang
sound
shit
an
come
S.
from Illinois.
Still sound
English a mutt language anyway. You can say
yeah,
that
like
shit anyway.
Hell yeah, bro. Fuck that shit,
Children used
bro.
to say Virginia until they realized it was
Yeah,
Virginia.
Virginia.
At the end of the day, if you know what they talking about, then shit.
You close.
If
You
got
close.
Arkansas and
You
then
close.
Kansas, like shut up.
Arkansas. Utah. Nah, so let's get into talking about, there's one thing that I do want to talk about because I got R&B questions for you, but we're going to leave that last since that's your primary thing. One thing that I always have noticed is that you got a homie that I follow, and luckily he followed me back, so shout out that guy. How did you connect with Proto by Space? Son, that nigga is lit. So like, yo, That nigga is, son, he is lit, son. Like, I can't tell you, bro. I fuck with his designs all the way.
Let me tell you something. Shout out to my nigga Space, yo.
That nigga
let me tell you, Space, that's my brother right there. That's my tribe brother right there.
Word.
Like, that's a cat that, like, yeah, it's one of them people, like, that we know we supposed to be around each other. We just know that.
You got the same
we just
vibe.
know that, yo. And he's a Bronx ass nigga, yo. He's a gutter Bronx ass nigga, yo. But we be on the same wavelength, yo. And so I ended up connecting with him through my homie K-Quan. K-Quan runs an event in New York, a series called Say Hi, and it's spelled SEH.
Oh yeah, shout out him too.
And cool don't forget the third eye. Don't forget the third eye. And so K-Quan calls me up. He's like, "Hey yo, I got this designer coming through, and he needs models to wear his clothes. Can you do that joint?" And I'm just like, "Oh, all right. I ain't doing shit tonight, and I was gonna come anyway. So I showed up, and before I knew Space, he was like, "Here, you gonna wear this?" And I'm like, "All right, bet." So I model during the show and everything,
Wow.
And then so that was that. And then well, I really think it was like literally like either the next day or the day after the next, I was applying for a job in Harlem at this school, and I'm walking out and I see this nigga Space walking down the street, and I'm like, "Yo," and he's like, "Yep," and I'm like, "All right, bet." And then so he's like, "Yo, what you doing?" I was like, "I just applied for this school, this school right here." He's like, "I work there," and I'm like,
"Oh word,
oh dang, well, yo, shit."
Shit.
And then so from literally ever since that day, like. After that, we kept on bumping into each other randomly, yo. Just unplanned, like randomly, yo. And like it'll be on the train, it'll be at a store, it'll be on the street. Like we just kept on bumping into each other, like that. And honestly,
that's the essence of New York, though.
Yo, seriously, like a lot of people, like that's how I met them in New York. Like I just kept on bumping into them, And then so after that, man, like once the day that we actually sat and just was building on shit, like we already know. I'm like, yo. We're
gonna be cool. Yeah, we're gonna click like that.
And now that's team.
That's what's up, bro.
That's fam right there. Yo.
I think that's the essence.
Yeah, man. That dude, like, I'm excited for where this dude's gonna go because
I'm gonna show you his shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you now, like,
yeah, he got some crazy shit, Space, bro. Like for real.
I told him one day. I said, Space. I said, you got the kind of shit that people will drop their last bit of money on that shit.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
People be like, fuck my light bill. I'm buying some proto.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm buying some proto
Yeah,
attire.
no, definitely. Literally. He got some, and the thing with his shit is that it's like I don't even know how to describe it. His name really brings out the essence of his clothing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like it from what I see, and I'm all the way down in Virginia, and I only know him because of you and whatnot. And the fact that he followed me back was lit. So I was like, all right, this dude is
man,
cool.
He a down to earth dude.
Oh, yeah, I can tell. Like it's just like because some people, they may look at his clothing and be like, oh, well, that may be kind of weird or whatever. But I'm like, my nigga, no. Like, you can tell this is genuine and that is him.
It's a shit I had on.
Oh, that's it? Word. See, his shit is very different, son. Like, and I like what the direction he's going because you could tell he don't give a fuck. Like, you can tell he just don't care. He does what he does.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. I gotta find it.
Quick intervention, guys.
Quick intervention.
Real quick.
Hashtag
right
proto by space PROTOBYS.
That shit is gang, son. But yeah, yeah, that's a good thing, son. That to always connect with people. So my question on that is that, with that being stated, the type of people that you hang out with, like, is when the friends you have. Mm-hmm. Is there something like that you look for specifically, or is it like because a lot of people that you hang out with, they just like automatically when I see them like on your Instagram and shit, I'm like, yo, That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause some people,
it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, exactly. Some people hang out with people and you're just like, but everybody I see you hang out with, they got a fashion sense. They seem like they know what they want to do. Like, is there a direction that you just like, you cool? You know what I'm saying? Like,
for real. I really can't put my finger on it, but I don't. At the end of the day, one thing I learned is who you hang around is a reflection of you.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's all it is, yo. I'm so secure in who I am that honestly, every time I go somewhere, I always end up meeting somebody that like just on the same wavelength as me. And at the end of the day, like, I don't know, there are people who are just genuine. Like, I know there's a lot of times people, label New York just to be such a cutthroat city.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I really can't relate to that because
you've had good experience.
I've really had, like, I don't know, I've just attracted, like, a lot of people who are just like me. And that's part of the reason why I moved to New York. And the main thing that made me move to New York, I mean, that not made me, but confirmed that I was going to move there is when I went to Afropunk my first time in 2012.
Ooh, wow.
And when I went up there, I lied to my mom and I told her that I had somewhere to stay, and I didn't. I met people at Afropunk to stay with that year, yo.
You told me that shit too,
I met people at Afropunk to stay with. And so my whole thing was, I was like, not that I thought that every day was going to be like that in New York,
of course.
but I was like, if this is the kind of people that are in this city, I want to be in the vicinity of them. And so when I moved up there, it just I just bump into people, and everything is just so organic, when I meet people, it's never me like I said, it's never me. I don't be scoping out nobody to meet or anything. Or don't get me wrong, if like sometimes there are different artists or icons and moguls that I look up to. If I know they're going to be somewhere to have an event, then I'll show up, and that I might not meet them, but I'll meet somebody who is like, who I share like the same, similarities with,
Yeah. That's
it really happens naturally, to be honest. Like, in all honesty, it's just natural.
It's natural. My other question is, please describe the importance of being yourself. Not trying to go out the length of trying to be someone you're not.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, being yourself is honestly the only thing that's gonna make you happy in your life, and that's the core of it. And being yourself and being secure in yourself, like, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, people are always gonna have their own perception of you or whatever.
Like shit.
Even if you even people are like, I'm gonna say something stupid. You're a nose picker. Okay. So even if I convince you, like, I really don't pick my nose like that. What are you talking about? Like, even if you say that to them, they're gonna be like, okay. But in the back of their mind, it's like, still a nose picker.
Still a nose picker.
So why not? You might as well just be who you are, because people are always going to have their own perception of you at the end of the day, and just for real, just be on some fucking shit like, oh well, whatever.
I always remember.
I know I ain't the only one.
Don't catch yourself giving a fuck.
There's always somebody out there that's into the same stuff you are. So like, being yourself is just that's the only way you're gonna literally fulfill at least the first purpose of your life, like shit. Just literally being yourself. And that's part of, like, part of what my whole mission is as an artist, is just really to have people, like, I want everybody to be the most raw, organic, like, pure version of themselves, because honestly, that's one of the biggest obstacles in this life, is just stripping down, like, all these different what do you call it,
barriers, limitations.
How you're supposed to be, or how your life is supposed to be, like
constructs.
The
normality,
American dream shit, just do you, because everybody got so much different ideas and everybody's different, yo. So like you can't do nothing but just sit there and just say fuck and be like whatever.
Yeah.
If you want to walk outside one day and be butt ass naked, then do that shit.
Hey man, you
I
gotta
don't
be
care.
naked to the core too.
For
As
real.
long as you're not on PCP running through my shit.
No, straight up. That has happened too. You know that actually happened, right?
What?
Nigga, like down on fucking Dale Boulevard by the Popeyes. You know, son, a nigga he smoked some PCP. The nigga was butt ass naked. The cops had to stop his ass from, bro. Like that's why they call it that man down. It takes motherfuckers to put your ass down.
I work in Harlem. I see that shit every day.
Oh my god, bro.
Okay.
PCP is not the drug. Don't do it. I'm telling you right now. Fucking the fuck
Yeah,
bro.
He was like cocaine a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. It was a hell of a drug.
Nah,
It's a hell
yeah.
of a-
I wouldn't recommend nobody to do that.
No,
Don't
don't
do
do
that.
that shit.
I wouldn't
Please
even
don't do
recommend
that.
you to experiment.
You
with
hurting.
it. Like,
No, you.
y'all try.
But another, I mean, I guess if you ain't hurting nobody, you ain't hurting yourself. Man, if you want to walk out butt ass
Oh,
naked,
please,
do
man.
that.
If it's cold as hell outside like it is and you feel comfortable, do your thing. Just don't catch pneumonia, man.
Right.
That's all.
I mean, it ain't gonna be me.
Yeah, fuck
But,
no.
you
I
know.
ain't trying no PCP.
You might scar some children if you're an older person.
Oh, hell yeah,
You
bro.
wrinkly and shit.
Okay.
I didn't
you
know
know
shit
what?
like that. I ain't know shit like that sag. I didn't know shit sag like that. I ain't know that shit.
Go
I
ahead.
ain't know parts of your body get that sag. I didn't know that. You get wrinkles there. You get. Why does it look spotted?
Son.
Stop.
Oh
man. You
yeah.
wild as shit.
That's crazy. You know what I
I don't know where we just went. But
Yo, we took a
But
total
we
left
went,
here.
look, I don't know where we just went, but we just went there, and we're are we still there? Or are we
We're
coming
still,
back?
we're
Coming
here.
back? Okay.
We're coming back. So talking about. So we're gonna talk about weird shit. Okay, I got one. See, this is how I know I fuck with you. What was it about David Bowie's Space Oddity? What was it about that song that really touched you? Because that's one of my favorite fucking songs. of all time, bro.
I'm surprised you even heard that shit.
I'm with the shits, bro. Like, I'm with the shits.
Talking
bro.
about, you know what this nigga had to do to hear that shit? This man, that nigga went to my band camp.
Yep.
And I don't even be on band camp like that no more.
Nobody's on band.
Nobody's on Bandcamp no more.
You gotta
But it's
dress
still
like
up.
You gotta wear ties and like bow ties. You gotta look sophisticated, like.
Yo,
in your
band
band.
camp, only people, if you got a solid ass fan base who gonna like fuck with you heavily, them the only people that's really still on Bandcamp, because you know Bandcamp.
Yeah.
I will say shout out to Bandcamp because they pay their artists the most money out of anybody.
bro.
Though.
They do definitely
yeah.
help out. So yeah.
But Space Oddity. All right, this is what happened.
R.I.P. David Bowie first and foremost.
Yeah, damn,
R.I.P.
yo.
fucking
I ain't gonna lie, I forgot that fool died, yo.
Son, I love him, man. Like
Yo.
that guy is. Oh.
I don't know. Sometimes I be thinking when these legends just be dying, I personally think that they just got tired of being famous and they just
They
went
said,
elsewhere.
Fuck this shit. Yeah, they just.
You know.
So he's saying,
okay.
There you go. Oh man,
So-
you set yourself up.
Wait, what?
What's the question? Oh no, you know the.
So Michael Jackson, maybe he died because he was about to do his comeback tour and no one gave a fuck about some 60-year-old man scooting. So he was like, all right.
I can't say that. Who didn't give a fuck about
You
it?
said what?
Michael
Son,
You say
That
nobody
was-
gave a fuck about what?
ah man.
That's why he did it in England instead of America, because no one in America can.
I
No.
can't say that, bro. I
He
can't
would have
agree.
did it in
He would have
America.
done fucking numbers, bro.
He would have
'Cause-
did it in America after everybody in America seen what he about to
hell
do
yeah.
in England.
They didn't apparently.
That's why they made a whole movie, my nigga. Like, not even that.
Yo.
Like when he did the fucking what was it?
Tapes.
The what do you call it? The
You know how I know people would have gave a fuck? Because I don't care what nobody
shit
say.
Tupac did. What was the holograph? Yeah, when they did the holograph, that shit even called buzz, my nigga.
I was just saying because you said I feel like when artists like have a huge legend and they pass away, that's them being like, I'm just done.
Yeah.
So that could have been Michael Jackson being like, I'm just done.
Oh yeah.
I
yeah.
That's what I was
personally
about to say,
think.
you set yourself
I
up.
personally think. I just think Michael's still alive somewhere. I just do.
Somewhere chilling in the tree.
And I mean in the physical.
He's the new Keebler elf.
Shut up.
No, it's all respect. I love Michael. I love Michael, but I had to make that joke.
No.
Yeah.
I do
You
this
put the
with
frosting on this way.
Shout out, Michael. But yeah, no. I'm sorry. Back to the original question.
That nigga in the tree, dude.
Fuck no, bro. I
Yo.
be scared, son. He be like, I got more hits in the cut. Like, oh my god.
He said he's the new Keebler
Keebler
elf.
elf.
No,
I
those are midgets.
I got chocolate. No, but no. Yo, I can't stand y'all. So,
man.
So yeah, no. Back to that question. Like, okay, how did that song specifically stick with you? Space Oddity by David Bowie. How did that stick with you?
This what happened.
As I drink some Ciroc.
You put. Now this how that happened. I was on YouTube one day. I was looking at. I still have my face where I'm just obsessed with D'Angelo's artistry.
I was gonna ask you about him too, but we'll get to that.
And so I was looking at his videos, and I heard that he had new, videos floating around him performing overseas. And I came across the video of D'Angelo covering David Bowie's Space Oddity.
He covered that?
Yes. What? He definitely covered that, yo. And even had Kendra Foster. Shout out Kendra. Kendra Foster in the back with the little eye paint on her eye too, and everything. Yo.
That's lit.
And I was just like, oh shit, and I had seen David Bowie before, before I was like, before I knew his music,
Yeah.
And so I would see pictures of him. I knew he was an icon or legend of some sort, And so I saw D'Angelo cover that song, and the connection that made for me was that, like, oh wow, like D'Angelo, he's beyond just R&B soul, he's on some. He's honestly, he's just on.
He's on another plane.
He's just somebody who studies like legendary shit.
He knows his shit. That's why he's a great artist.
And so once I peeped that, I was like, okay, all right. So he's covering David Bowie. All right, let me look this up, And when I heard it, I'm like, oh, okay, I've heard this song before, but like D'Angelo sung it in a way that I could identify with it.
Word.
Because at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna be real with you, like, niggas just sing shit differently.
Yes.
And it's like, if it's not sung in that one specific way, it's just like, yo, why you listening to Disney songs?
But he sung it in a way that I could connect with it. And so and that's exactly what happened. I was like, wow, this song is incredible.
Yeah.
And then later on, that's when I found out, oh, he wrote this for when the rocket was launching. I mean, the space shuttle was launching.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I studied the song, and then on top of that, I got the I don't know how I don't even know if it's still on the internet, but I came across the original instrumental of that song. So It wasn't like when I covered that song, that wasn't even like a remake of the instrumental. Like, that was the official instrumental.
Oh
of that
shit,
song.
I didn't even know that.
So I studied it and I learned it, and I was like, I want to sing it, yo. And then of course I sung it, and then I just took it into vocally, I just took it into my element, So that was
That's tough.
But that's what I think, honestly, that's part of what this music shit is all about when it comes to keeping the torch or keeping somebody's flame lit, is just introducing artists to new shit, like, that's why I think it's awesome when artists cover shit, because you're opening a whole new portal for somebody else, and I think, like, artists know that, they know they're doing that. So I
agree, bro. I agree. Okay, I got a couple more questions and we're gonna wrap this up. So speaking of that, so let's go to this question. If you were trapped on an island, and this goes for everybody at the table, anybody in here that wants to answer this question, but if you were trapped on an island and you only had 3 albums that you could pick, what would those albums be? That's a hard ass question, bro, because I'm probably living in the now right now for what I know. Okay.
3 albums.
3.
Okay. Janelle Monáe's The Archandroid.
Oh my!
That's her second. That was her second album.
The second one, yeah. Yes.
I want to say that was her first LP.
Yeah.
The Archandroid.
That album's great. That's a great album.
Let's see. I definitely gotta go with Michael Jackson, Off the Wall.
I'm glad you didn't say what I think you was gonna say. This nigga said Off the Wall, because the single on that bitch, Oh my god, Off the Wall is the shit, son. Okay.
Yeah, yo,
All
Off
right.
the Wall,
What's
and
the last
then,
one?
Damn. All right, you know
It's
what?
gotta
I'm
be
gonna
good.
be honest with you. These are just This is my in the moment answer.
Yeah.
It's my in the moment answer. My last one would be Neptunes Presents the Clones.
Damn, son. That's some great fucking albums.
Presents
bro.
Clones. My fault.
Yeah, that's some great albums, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yo, cause and at the end of the day, those albums are like, yeah, those are
do they
albums
represent you?
Yeah, they play. I like because Janelle Monáe is like the perfect combo of
Everything.
Stevie Wonder and Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
And Prince.
Yeah. Deadass, yeah.
And then you got Michael Jackson. That's
You just gotta have some Michaels. No black person can travel anywhere without at least some Michael.
One, yeah,
You gotta have at least
some Michael song.
Yeah.
One
at
playlist
least.
somewhere. Like it's just.
It don't even gotta be the album. It's just
like how
one
every
song.
Spanish
Right.
person gotta have some Enrique Iglesias. Like
Or fucking Selena or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it has to, bro.
it ain't
Like,
possible that you don't.
yeah.
that's crazy. What about? Well, yeah, wait. Oh, my bad. Were you still? Yeah.
Oh no. Those are my three.
Those
Those
are
are my
three.
three.
Okay, real quick. 3 albums. Yeah,
Three
make it quick.
albums. I would have to bring like Kanye West's "Beautiful Dark Fantasy."
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell
That shit
yeah.
hits. And I just like that's just like when you just there on that island and it's nighttime. You just like fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like shit.
Yeah.
And then I have to choose Smoke Perp's "Dead Star."
Ooh.
That's like he's like
It's in the wrong shit. Yeah.
Bruh, if you got a hunt on that island, bro, you gotta get juiced to do
Yeah,
some gang shit.
Hell yeah.
You need to run deep in some pigs' pockets, bruh.
Hell yeah.
They getting ran up on.
Yeah.
Third
Hell
one,
yeah.
I couldn't really come up with a third
Can
one.
throw one? Okay.
Like coming up with a third all-time favorite album.
Just think about
Yeah,
it. Even if it's an in the moment answer.
Yeah. Just last one.
I would have to go to like just fall back on it just because I can't decide. I would be watching movies with the sound off on Mac.
That's a great album. That's a good album. That really is a good album.
He
Yeah.
did like the best work I've ever seen done on an album when he did that.
That's good that someone says that, because I think he's slept on. I think he's a very eclectic artist.
Right,
He really is.
that was
I
the
like
year
him.
that he just changed his flow.
He didn't
up.
give a
He was
fuck.
just killing shit. He said, "I'm just gonna rap like I don't give a fuck."
That was
His
the
bars
same-
was so hard. I was like, "What the fuck?"
That was the same year that J. Cole and Kanye dropped their shit, and then all three of them was doing their thing. So yeah, that's crazy. If I just real quick, I'll make it. I'll say the Avalanches. Since I Left You, it's a 2000 album. It's a really good album. Take a listen, because they are like on some Daft Punk type shit. Second album, I would say, oh fuck, bro. Oh, what's that album I can just listen to back front to back? I'm gonna go say Jay-Z's The Blueprint. The first Blueprint is the shit.
Solid.
And third album, I would say, fuck, what is that album? It's Minnie Riperton.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my nigga, I'm on one.
Oh shit.
Fuck, is it Come to My Garden? I can't think of the name of it, guys, but yeah, I think it's Come to My Garden, Minnie Riperton. I can listen to that album front to back, bro, back to back to back. It's a great fucking album. Take a listen to it when you get a chance. Okay, so say a couple more questions. Since we were talking about D'Angelo, is D'Angelo the GOAT, and does he not get enough credit?
Spinning in a circle with that much oil on your chest, you gotta be something. Shit. Them bitches was loving that V-line. That nigga changed the game for V-line.
Yo, no, I can't lie though,
Care
bro.
about V-line
That
before that
fucking
nigga.
video.
You right.
During that
You
time,
are
son, you
definitely
never
right.
seen no shit like that. Like, even for niggas, we like, come on, bro. But then, like, the nigga was singing. You was like, hey, bro, I don't know about this video, but that nigga is singing, bro. Like,
You walk up to you like, who's singing? Like, what is nigga? What he doing?
That video made me go.
I was looking at myself like, stomach, you need to make some decisions today.
Something's got
They did
to
not
move.
care. They did not.
Oh
give a
my
fuck
God.
about V-line till that nigga showed up.
Oh, man,
Yo.
he killed the game. He changed the game with that video, bro.
D'Angelo, honestly, put it like this. The fact that somebody can be gone for all those years
Oh, yeah.
and come back with like so much vengeance and literally stop the masses, yo.
Facts.
Like, that proves to you that he definitely I believe he gets his credit.
Oh, yeah.
He gets his credit.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
He definitely
Glad to hear you
gets his
say that.
credit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's somebody that my brother put me on to D'Angelo. My older brother.
Word.
My older brother's a drummer, and
word.
yeah.
Shout out his brother.
What up, Marcus?
Shout out Marcus.
And yeah, that was somebody that even like at a young age, I just knew that. Don't get me wrong, I didn't understand everything he was talking about when I was a kid and I was listening to that album. But I just knew it was great music, though. I just knew. I'm like, this is. I just felt it. I felt that it was great music.
Yeah.
So that's somebody I idolized since I was a kid, yo. Like from Left and Right to Brown Sugar, like hearing it on the radio and it was in rotation and everything, like that. Yeah. D'Angelo he's one of my idols, yo.
One of the best.
One of my idols.
I'm looking at my playlist because I had a D'Angelo song, but I can't think the name of it off the top of my head. Just
is it off of his newest album or
no? It's off Player. There you go.
Play.
Yeah, that's on my playlist, bro. That's my shit, son. Like,
Yeah.
That man, son. That guy is insane, son. Like I think
dude,
he shifted shit that like a lot of people, because like a lot of people were in it. I say in the early 2000s R&B was really killing shit, bro. Like it was a lot of different things that people weren't expecting.
Bro, that's when R&B was running what black people perceived as music. Like rap had just come in as like that underground, like, you know where trap is right now, how everybody's just like, we all kind of like, we like hip hop, but trap is like SoundCloud artists are just like kind of weird to us right now. That's what rap used to be, and it was just like R&B was that main front.
Yep.
But now it's like
yeah, hell yeah. You know what album I was listening to this morning? Cisco's Unleash the Dragon, yo.
Damn.
and you know, and it's crazy that you said that, because like I was just, while I was listening to the album, I was like, I'm just thinking, I'm like, this was R&B back then.
Yeah,
like, this was the sound.
It was.
This was the sound, yo.
Definitely was.
I don't know why everybody thought everything was gonna be the future, why they wore so much silver and like chrome pants and shit.
Yeah. And look, and I always talk about how all the videos back then was like this.
Yeah.
I was like, what the?
Yeah, nah, that was my shit.
Weird.
Yeah, you right. You said Justin's.
A lot of futuristic cartoons and shows OD on album.
I agree.
I still to this day, I'm mad. I'm sort of disappointed that we're not at that
technology advance.
I'm glad that I'm not glad. I'm
imagine non-driving niggas with flying cars.
Son,
I'm mad that our world doesn't look like the Jetsons world right now.
Yeah.
It goes up in the air.
Could you imagine? Bro, we already do dumb enough shit. We can barely go up on the ground without bitches stripping. You want to put them in towers?
Bruh.
What heights?
Those gravity tubes from Futurama.
Fuck no.
Yo.
So that would be. I could see that causing a problem off Bucks. Like, oh my god.
Taking a shit in or someone puking coming home from the bar.
Hell no.
Oh no. Son, they would have to see me, son. Oh my god, bro.
Right now, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm thinking slow and pain.
That's funny, son.
Hardest setting, bro.
Well, since we talking about struggles, so we almost done. We're making some progress, bro. This is a good interview, man. So since we talking about struggles, where does your soul come from in your music? Because a lot of people, it comes either from pain, relationships, a good time. If you ask me, I feel like I'm a big fan of Frank Ocean, and I feel like he captures every aspect of life. For you, what is it primarily?
Where does my soul come from?
Mm-hmm.
I guess my soul comes from like, it comes from
good question. Stumped him with a good question.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's get it.
I would say it comes from the need to, just the need in general.
The ambition you was talking about earlier. Right?
Yeah, like I need to sing, I need to write, I need to make this beat, I need to produce this. I need people to see this, like just the need, like, I guess to elaborate on that, like pretty much just like how we need to eat food.
Yeah.
How we need to shower. How we need money in this world. Like, I need to make music.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the soul comes from of it. It's like I've always known since I was a kid that I had a purpose on this earth, and that alone as well, like that need to fulfill that purpose, to whether it be to just simply make people feel good, or whether it be to do some type of humanitarian shit. Like, I just know that need is behind the drive, you know. That's the thing that pushes me the most.
That's good, bro. I like that answer. So that's a good answer. I'm sorry. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. So, okay. Do you feel you're avant-garde, and why?
This is a funny question.
Search it up on Google.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Anything is, and it's
like, is that French?
Yeah, it is. To kind of see, because I'm not about to sit here and give you no bullshit ass answer. So let me Google it for you real quick. But it's David Bowie was avant-garde, Young Thug's avant-garde.
Oh, they're eclectic ass niggas.
Yeah, new and unusual or experimental ideas, especially in the arts of people, introducing them. Yeah. So that's pretty much what avant-garde means.
Yeah.
So. Okay, it means like we don't really have a word to define this, so we're gonna use a big ass word that means we can't define it.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly.
Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like what we do.
That works.
It's avant-garde.
It's very avant-garde.
So, yeah.
What do we do?
At the end of the day, yeah. I mean, you know, people
Talk about fancy words.
People peep, you know, the shit I have on and everything.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And it's nothing that I honestly, it's nothing that I tried to be.
You don't try, you just do it.
It just happened to be like that, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't mind people calling me that, you know. If there's a word for it, then more power to you. But you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just literally just do what comes to mind, wear what comes to mind, sing what comes to mind, and it just comes out like that, you know. I've tried, you know, doing the whole, all right, let me find something that's more solid or that people can identify with, you know. Mm-hmm. And it just doesn't happen that way. It just doesn't. So yeah, I am what I am, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if that, and like I said, like people gonna, you know, we have to have some type of word or label for something, because like as human beings, we just don't do well with not having a name for something, you know.
Mm-hmm. It bugs me. I could never put Kid Cudi in a genre to describe it to somebody. It used to piss me the fuck off.
Exactly, yo. Exactly. It fucks with us. It fucks with us when I'm like, damn it, I wanna give it something, but it's just like
yeah.
So yeah, but and I, like I said, I don't mind. That's what you get. That's what you get.
That's what you get.
I'm not offended by that at all. I think it's awesome, because at the end of the day, avant-garde just simply is the unknown.
Yep.
Real quick, for people who don't know who you are, who are first being introduced to you watching this interview, could you like give them a song that would direct them to you the best, or like your best song, or something that like puts light on you? And
you better not say dancing, because you got good. You got a lot of songs, bro.
So you got to plug yourself.
Dancing, I ain't gonna lie. Dancing was me. Part of dancing was me actually. Let me put out a record that's like
could get play on the radio.
Yeah,
I figured that.
Let me put out something that's tasteful, that people could, you know. Let me see, a record that I have out. I would probably say, shit.
Fall back on the crowd favorite if you got to.
All right. You said what?
Fall back on the crowd favorite if you got to. Just plug yourself, bro.
Nah. I would. There's a record that I recorded called on a mixtape that I put out on called. The mixtape is called Astral Travel Volume 1. It's on Bandcamp, and the song that there's a song on there called First Light in the Morning, and that's probably the song that like best like you know, it's a composition by Dexter Wansel, and
shout out him.
Yeah,
Dexter Wansel. And
I just wrote lyrics to it, but like that song, when I listen back to it, I'm like, that was the song where I really I found I found myself, you know. I found I found like, you know,
what you want to start journeying.
Yeah. That song in particular is something that like, I would definitely encourage anybody to check that song out. It's on my Bandcamp. Just type in Justo Ontario Bandcamp in Google and it'll pop up. But but yeah, that song was a song that when I first I guess broke out of my whole identity crisis shit, you know, because I went through. There was a long time where I just didn't know who the hell
you were.
I was, you know.
Yeah.
And that song was something that was just me in like sort of my rawest state of mind, you know, like this is what it is. Like this is what comes to mind when I hear this music, you know. And this is the music that best describes it, you know. So yeah.
It's important that you say that because like a lot of artists, when they first start, you know, they're digging something out of themselves that they don't know why they're doing it, and they feel like they're trapped in a rut, and they keep making tracks all over again. They're like, it's not good enough. They hate their music, and they keep like throwing stuff away. And it always takes that one song that really like takes finding that identity, and until then, it's just like they're fed up in that state of mind.
Hell yeah.
So after you like found out, you kind of realize this is the type of stuff. This is what I want my theme to be.
Yeah, yo. And it's at the end of the day, it's just universal shit. You know, just universal, like stuff that we all can agree on. You know.
I agree. So I got 2 last questions. Number 1 question: as an R&B artist, do you feel it's more of a challenge? Because I feel like artists, they'll be popping and then they won't fall off necessarily, but they won't be talked as much. And prime examples, I would say like August Alsina, Bryson Tiller, shit like that. And it frustrates me because it's the same thing with producers. Like people will be talking about Hit Boy 1 minute and then you don't hear about them. Then you'll hear about Metro Boomin, then you hear about Sunny Digital. You know what I'm saying? Like, so as an R&B artist, do you feel it's a challenge to keep that, not even relevance, but to keep that consistency?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, to be honest, it probably wouldn't be as much of a challenge if I had, you know, the money to do it.
Yeah, of course. That's always the issue.
It definitely can be a challenge because it's a lot of rap out there.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's a lot of rap. And then right now, rappers are the thing. You know, they are the thing.
It's the most popular genre right now. Yeah.
Exactly. Like the rap is the new rock and roll, yo.
Yep.
It is. It's a lifestyle. And so I guess sometimes maybe for me personally I feel like, all right, dang it. How can I appeal to them as well? You know? How can I include something that'll get the rap crowd to, you know, to fuck with me. You know, sometimes, you know, not all the time. Sometimes, most of the time, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
You do it for yourself, but you want to also sometimes kind of figure that out. Yeah.
But it can definitely be a challenge to stay relevant. And but however though, that's small shit though. Like, that's shit that can be. I believe that can be figured out. It just can. Like maybe I might not have the right consultants around me, you know, or something like that. But that's definitely something that can be figured out, though.
Word, bro. That's a great answer.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. Last question. Do you feel castor oil and coconut oil is the answer? Because I fucking feel like that shit is the key to everything, bro.
What?
I swear, son.
What is this question?
Son, this is a question that needs to be asked. Yes, bro. Like, what do you feel, bro?
You said castor
oil and coconut oil. Do you feel like these 2 elements that I call them is the answer? My brother. Not even just for black people, but just in general.
Yeah. I mean, you can't deny that, yo.
No, not at all.
Bathroom, but I just use regular lotion.
For your hair, nigga?
For my hair? What the fuck are we talking about? You said
I'm just saying in general.
You've never put castor oil in your hair?
Bruh.
No.
Do it? What? My nigga, these joints are gonna be looking like Super Saiyan
Do
Gold,
it
my
and
nigga.
feel brand new, brother.
I'm
That's
telling
all
you,
I'm gonna
fam.
tell
You
you.
want me to put castor oil in my? I don't put nothing in my hair ever.
No, you need to put castor oil in
last
your
time you
hair,
put something in
bro.
his hair, it smelled like shit for a week.
Oh well, I don't know what
I
that
used a
was.
brand new shampoo.
I don't know what that
I
was.
used
He
a
said
brand new
it smelled
shampoo.
like
I used-
He
shit.
used white people. Shit.
I used the white people shampoo.
You use Head and Shoulders.
Bruh. I ran out of my
Head and
shampoo.
Shoulders, it's good for you.
When you get your paycheck and you're like, damn, I got to use my fallback things that I got for Christmas.
Oh,
because
man.
I ran out of my brand.
He said his fallback.
Oh
I
man.
used the fallback brands because you ran out of your brand, so I used it and it fucked me up. And then
Nah,
I had
yo.
to wait.
Oh,
on my
man.
Do not
scalp to
use
accept
that shit.
Yeah, son, you fucking up, bro. Like as a black
Do not
man,
use that
you
shit.
just disappointed me, and
Just
I'm lighter than
use the olive oil shampoo, man.
you.
Olive
Ooh.
oil shampoo.
Just go to any
Facts.
beauty salon and get the olive oil shampoo. You'll
Yep.
be good.
Yep. But use that.
Trust
castor
me,
oil,
trust
bro.
me.
Yeah.
You will feel it in your scalp.
You will, bro. You're for your soul. You're for your soul. Like just go everywhere.
But nah, yeah, castor oil, hell yeah.
Like the camera's gonna cut off.
All right, cool.
And I'm gonna get any last plugs.
Last question is this: any shout outs, any plugs, anything else that you want to leave with the people, Young Justo?
Shout outs to my manager Stephanie Soto. Shout outs to
Shout out.
my road manager
Shout
Barrel Young. That's my brother.
Shout
Shout
out.
outs to Joseph Dead Willie, my guitar
What's
player.
good?
Shout outs to Cross, my bass player.
What's
Shout outs
good?
to my family and friends, my day ones. And shout outs to Space. And then shout outs
Shout out
to Rex. Shout outs to Vass, yo.
Vass.
Yeah, I thank y'all for having me, yo. This
Yeah.
is dope, yo.
Hey,
And
man,
shout outs
no
to
problem,
Woodbridge,
bro.
yo.
Yeah,
I
bro, no
thank
problem,
y'all
bro.
for doing this shit. This shit right here, this is what Woodbridge needs, yo. This is what it needs, yo.
Gang.
Yeah, thank y'all.
No problem, bro.
Oh, my Instagram is EyeOfJusto. EyeOfJusto.
There you
That's
go.
my Instagram and Twitter, and then or just go on JustoOntario.com.
There you go. This has been another motherfucking episode with the elected guest that we have, who is a space entity and not from this planet, Young Justo. I am Rex motherfucking McKinnis,
And I'm Vaz motherfucking Hazen as usual.
and this has been real shit. Right now, we are here in the building.
Yeah.
Get your bitch, man, because I might take her.
What's your
Tell her
bitch?
G-Pop,
What's-
bro.
She in the back behind this damn backdrop.
Tell a G
Bitch, where you
bro.
at?
I hope
You
your
good?
girlfriend
Be back there in a minute.
We out, bitch.
I hope a G-Pop gets-
Hey, you just finished watching another episode from The Realest Show on the East Coast. I mean, if you've been watching us this long, you still haven't subscribed, what's going on?
You're whack. But if you got some cool stuff, email us at rsrnmedia@gmail.com. So, we'll see you then.
Real shit right now. Okay, real shit right now. Yeah.